In my recent poll for what project you all wanted to see, a modded N64 controller won, so that's what we're doing today. Like most projects I do, I restore something before I mod it. Here's the controller I'll be modding today. Its stick is very loose and the whole controller is quite grimy. I'll be adding many mods to this controller, including a fresh new paint job themed after Pikmin, which is one of my favorite game series, paracord cable, and a GameCube style stick. First, I'll disassemble and clean the controller using my favorite Palmolive dish soap. It smells so good, it's my favorite ever. Cleaning a controller is quite simple. You just put the pieces into the soapy water and scrub them with a toothbrush. You could use your brother's or sister's, but I choose to use just a new toothbrush. Now that the shell's all clean, it's time to sand it down to get it ready to paint. 600 grit sandpaper works the best to get the protective coating off the shell. In the past, I've spray painted controllers, but today I'm going to start airbrushing controllers. This here is my moisture trap and pressure control that's hooked up to my shop compressor. I keep it around 32 psi. First, I'm going to need to prime the controller so all the paint will stick. Here's my matte black surface primer. It actually looks really good on its own. Airbrushing is a super satisfying and fun process. It's a lot more fun than spray painting and it turns out a lot better. Here's the front all primed. Now it's time to prime the back. Now for the colors. To switch airbrush colors, I spray water into the paint cup to wash out excess paint and spray water through the airbrush to clean it out. For this next part, I'll lower the PSI to around 25. Here is my white paint that I'll be using. This is for a spackle effect on the black primer that's already there. Seems to flow well. So little spurts like this will help create a starry night look, which will be great for the space theme that I'm going for Pikmin. Here's a vinyl stencil I designed. It's based off the new Pikmin logo that can be seen on Miyamoto's shirt in the Pikmin 4 announcement. I'll place it on the controller, paint over it, and peel it off while the paint is still wet to get clean lines. Here's another stencil I designed. This is based off the Pikmin flower, which is called a Chanastoma cordatum. I'll be doing the reverse method of painting than I did on the previous stencil. Here's a picture of that flower in real life. Adding another thin layer of brown over the stencils gives a nice aged look. Finishing off the controller with a nice green fade at the edge of the shell. Finally, I'll coat the whole thing in some clear auto body finish to protect it and give it some shine. Ah, the paint is complete. Take a nice look at it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Paracording is one of the cherry on top mods to any wired controller. There's a really good guide on how to do this for an N64 controller by Paracord Planet. Link is in the right corner and description. Now to fix this loose stick. Here's a GameCube style stick for an N64 controller. It's made by RepairBox. It has a much better feel than even the original. This is just a simple swap. Just unplug the old and plug in the new.
This is the first time I've airbrushed a controller and it turned out really good for what I was expecting. The logos came out really clean, both on the handles and on here, with that kind of washed look of the brown I did after. That's kind of based on the landing platforms in the Pikmin games where around where the onions and the ship will be, there will be those burn marks in the ground, and that's kind of what I based this off of here. You may be wondering, why did I leave all the buttons the same colors? And for one reason, the feel of the buttons stays better if they're just original, and the second thing would just be that the colors already pretty much work. Because you've got red Pikmin here, you got yellow Pikmin here, blue Pikmin, I don't know, rock Pikmin, you could say that's rock Pikmin, and then green because green. Pikmin is green. A lot of green in that game. The stick is great. It feels just like a GameCube controller stick. It already is super smooth and it's tight. Everything about it is super good. So I'm really happy with how this all turned out. The space on the back This is based off of, in Pikmin you go into space every night to escape the nocturnal beasts and everything like that. Thank you all for voting on the poll. I'm really glad that this was the project I was able to do. It turned out super good. If you like polls like that, just comment below and I'll make more of those. I've got lots of big projects coming up. Controllers, Game Boys, boxes, all sorts of good stuff. So make sure to subscribe so you can see those when they come next. That way you'll also see my community polls where you can vote on what you want to see.
Thanks for watching this far. If you like this, check out some of these videos.